especially if something comes under the umbrella of sex, my friends will always ask me for it. I think because I came out, they see me as someone that's more readily, more readily will be vulnerable, so they feel more comfortable being vulnerable with me. And it happened at the last rugby reunion. Owen came up to me. Now, for context, Owen's thick. And I love thick people. Don't you love thick people? I think there's nothing more entertaining than a thick person at a distance. Do you know what I mean? And have you ever seen two thickos talk at Make Street Logic? Have you ever heard two thick people talking? I remember my little brother's thick. He's Gen Z, my brother, proper Gen Z as well, vapes, anxiety. And he's the right side of thick as well. We did the test, we can laugh. And I remember one time we were waiting for the number 36 bus, the number 36. The number 32 arrived, and he just went, oh, only 4 more. And this is the thing, Owen is cut from the same cloth of thick. And so back at this rugby reunion, Owen comes up to me. He said, hey, Mogs, can I ask you something? I went, sure you can, Owen. He said, it's the missus, like, she wants to use a sex toy. She wants to use a sex toy, but not like by yourself. I know she doesn't by herself when I'm not there. But she uses a sex toy when I'm there. Like the 3 of us. Now, I'm a bisexual man, I've been with women before, and heck, have I been emasculated by a sex toy before? Sure. But I wasn't emasculated by the simple suggestion of a sex toy. It was the size of that sex toy. Because have you seen the units they are pushing out in 2025? They are off the charts. It made me tap out of women. That's what happened. And I remember it about 3 years ago. I was new to dating this person. I hadn't seen her toys before. The sex wasn't going quite right. We were missing the marks. We were taking too long. And after a little while, she goes, do you mind if I get my toy? Can I use my toy? And I'm one of those people. If it gives you pleasure, it gives me pleasure. So I say, yeah, get your toys, get your toys. So I gave her the big thumbs up, which ain't a move. Give her the big... And again, the only sort of toys I knew at that time were golden bullets. Things of the scare that I thought she might have it ready on her person. Or ready under the pillow. Or in that special drawer. That special drawer we can all reach to blindly, no matter what position you are on the bed. Isn't that special ability we can all do when we can crank our bodies like that girl from The Ring to get the drawer? So I thought that's what was happening. I gave her the green flag. Get your toy, get your toy. And I thought she might reach for her person. Go for the pillow. Go for the drawer. But she did none of those things. She just got up from the covers, carefully went to her knees, climbed under the bed, and pulled out a suitcase. Pulled out a suitcase from under the bed. It's like a scene from one of those assassin movies where they get brought out of retirement. I was like, all right, John Wick. And this is when I knew I was in trouble. I could hear her assembling it. I could hear her putting this thing together. I'd never seen one of these monstrosities before. I didn't know how long she was going to take, do you know what I mean? I was just keeping my pithy penis warm, just going, oh, Jesus Christ. Bloody hell. Is that an Allen key? What have you got YouTube up, babe? What have you got YouTube up? It's like, fucking leave me alone, Morgan. Just hammers, wrenches. Swear to God, she was welded at one point. And she was going for ages and ages. I'm keeping herself warm. She's going for ages and ages. Clickety-clack. And all of a sudden, she presents it. She presents a device that I now know is called a magic wand. I love her silence. Because that is just a room full of men going, what? And a room full of women going, don't tell them. Magic wands, if you don't know, they're vibrators. Magic wands, if you don't know, they're chunky vibrators. And magic wands, if you do know, are fucking massive! They're too big! Of course I was emasculated when I saw this thing. You will not believe how big they are. I swear to God, I'm there being pithy and pathetic. She pulls it out. It was this big. Boom, had an MOT. This sex toy came with a logbook. You don't get what I'm saying. I was like, don't turn that on, it's a clean air zone! Do you know what I mean? I didn't even know how to handle it. Do you know what I mean? She was like, pick it up. I was like, what end? You're gonna chuckle brother this into you, are you? It's just me to you, lose to you. I'm gonna say, you can't call them toys if you've got to pick them up with your knees. That's what I'm... Because they're not toys, are they? They're weapons. But where'd you get that from? Love Honey or Al-Qaeda? And she ends up picking it up because I'm spiraling. I'm a little dick spiral. And she ends up picking it up. And when I say pick up, lads, it was more of a fucking deadlift. You know, it was full-on CrossFit in it, just proper, ah! Not the snatch I was expecting. And poof. She picks it up and she hands it to me. And this was when I was the most emasculated, actually. I thought it would be when initially I saw the sheer size of it. I then thought it would be when I felt actually the whopping weight of them. But I was the most emasculated when she reached for the plug. Because look, I could probably do the dance against a few AAAs. But I can't compete against the grid. You kidding me? I'm flesh and bone, I can't go against electricity. Are you having a laugh? And again, the size of this thing is the people in the room will know. I swear to God, she turned it on, the lights flickered. Do you know what I mean? She turned it on, they just went bup, 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 bup. I thought, it's Will, he's trapped in the upside down. I just imagined a crew of men shoveling coal in a nearby power plant going, we need more power, lads. Lucy needs to come. Lucy needs to come. Call the union. Lucy needs to come. And it's the sounds of these devices. It backfoots you, because they don't make the noises of toys, do they? No. Toys go beep boop bapa. Toys go bee. Magic wands don't go bee. Magic wands don't go beep boop bapa. Magic wands go... She just say it like that. I think they're fracking. I think they're fracking. I was like, turn off the taps. You need to turn off the taps. And she just splayed up the time of her life. Fairies started responding to her. You don't get it. Fairies were responding to her. Yeah, shake your legs, you whore. They think it's port. And you gotta get your strong leg forward of these bastards as well, you know what I mean? And the freakiness of women, you're all freaks, you know what I mean? She's just there going, put on my clip. I was like, put on your clip! You'll shatter! And I was too scared to do it, you mean, I didn't want to hurt her. And every time I touched her clit, it would just go, boo! 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 Every time I went for it, it was like taking wheels off a Formula One. There's just like, boo! 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 Is that good? Boo! Oh, sorry. Boo! Oh! Boo! That feels a lot. Boo! And just the stamina of women, do you know what I mean? Just going on and on. I was like, tap out. There's smoke coming off her. And then 4 hours later, she finally finishes. But again, I was a naive little dick boy. I'd never seen a woman come via her toy before. Let's be honest, it's a different echelon of coming, isn't it? I'd never seen someone come that hard before in my life. Just the toy fell from her hand and she just went full thumper. Do you know what I mean? Just pop. You know when their bellies start rumbling as well as that? I was like, she must have an EpiPen. There was like bands of brothers, like, medic! Man down! So their head started spinning. I thought she was possessed. You know, I'm throwing holy water around her going, she won't stop coming, father! She's possessed! Crawling up the walls. I was like, fucking hell, stop coming! The power of Christ compels you, Lucy! Stop coming! This is why women, you're the freakiest of us all. Because after all that, she just went, do you want to do that again? I just had to look at her and go, I'm into men, you know. Everyone, thank you so much for coming to the show. You've been a delight. Thank you so much. It means the world. You have a lovely rest of your days, everyone. Bye-bye.